Thank you very much for everybody. A few more of you just jumped on. This is Alex Sieler. You see my photo on there, and you see I am the National Sales Director of MedicareCompareUSA. I'm happy to come on here, show you guys some more of what we're doing when it comes to the quoting and enrollment softwares and some of the things that we were doing. And with that, I'm going to start kicking into this. Sunfire Matrix, and this is my dummy profile, so I do not have the enrollment function. I will show you exactly where that's at. No harm, no foul there. There have been a bunch of new updates that have came to this platform, and we're going to talk a little bit about the basics of Sunfire Matrix, and then I'll elaborate a little bit on the new features that are on Sunfire Matrix and also some of the new features that are coming. One of the questions I got, and as many of you know, we came over from Premier Marketing, and we're now working with a different upline with a few of our contracts. Connecture, Sunfire, all of these tools are about the same. What I will tell you guys is I do prefer Sunfire Matrix. And the reason why I prefer Sunfire Matrix is because it's not only what they offer today, but it's also some of the implementations that they're bringing in the very near future. As I said before I kick this off, I am going to be doing these webinars consistently. We're going to at least try and knock out a couple a month over each platform. You can always call in, ask any questions that you may have. We will also always run a webinar whenever a new highlight of the new features come on here. Please never hesitate to check out MedicareBrokerUSA.com as well, some of the features that are on there. We also listen to our agent base very we love to listen to our agent base, and we want to hear from you on the things you want to continue to learn more on, see more of, so that way we can always fine tune our agency as well. We're filling in the backyards of these hospitals. So going into this, you can tell, I would tell you the biggest, probably one of the more common confusions is, Alex, I don't even know how to begin. I don't even know how to start. And what I will tell you is probably the biggest thing I see with Sunfire Matrix is sometimes people make it, they think it's more complicating than it actually is. And so with that, we're just going to start from a send of a scope of appointment, because in my mind, that's how it all begins. I'm going to use my email over here so I can use it as a template. Email scope of appointments. Okay, very simple. As you guys know, these look like the original forms, okay, that are on the scope. I want to talk about the standalone Medicare prescription drug plans, Medicare Part C cost plans. We're just going to use my name. You know what? We're not going to do that. We're going to do test 2. Fill in as needed. Obviously, my agent phone number is up there, so I'm not going to be able to do that, but you'll be able to type that in. Get their information. This is a lead source. We keep on filling out as we go. You'll see here it populates a code. Make sure you hold on to that code. You will then notice your scope of appointment pop into your scope of appointment section. These are all your scope of appointments. Yes, these are tracked for the 10-year mark as needed. Okay. Your clients will get an email that looks similar to this. Review and sign. Now on your client's end, it'll ask them for their personal code. This is then the code that you will give them. Going through here, test 2. Make sure everything is accurate. Save. Thank you for completing the scope of appointment. Gives your agents writing, I'm the licensed insurance agent. Here's my name, here's my phone number, and here's my email as regards to an agent. Come here. hit refreshed. You'll notice it says completed no. Why? Because we need to sign. When you click on this, you're automatically being authorized with your automatic signature. Click there, completed, tells you the date, everything. Now we have our scope of appointment. You can also follow the same steps by texting the scope of appointment. I can't show you my cell phone, unfortunately, otherwise I would, and it does the same exact thing to where you, the agent, can get your scope of appointment accomplished on through texting, which is a really nice feature. Okay. You also, as an agent, receive an email saying you have a new notification. Customer test 2 has signed my scope of appointment. Now I know. So not only is it in your Sunfire matrix, but it also sends you a email as well to notify you, which I really like. Quote and enroll. Who am I quoting and enrolling? Test 2. Why? Because that's exactly what I just got the scope for. You're coming in here. Now you'll notice, and I think this is where probably the biggest confusion comes from. You'll notice over here, the icons just changed. Okay. They went from the home to reporting and everything of that nature. Now, because you're going into the enrollment platform, now it's all the client information that has to be filled out. Okay. You can also come down here as we're doing the Omaha market, which is where I'm at. You see all the plans. Notice here, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Nebraska. Medica. Some of the carriers that my test profile that's also listed up here is not representing. You can click here for appointed only plans, and now you have taken out those other plans that you do not represent. Some of the agents really like to do that feature. Okay. You can also scrub this down to under wherever you may be looking for. Okay. Maybe it's a special needs plan. Under $20, only appointed, HMO. You can keep clicking through here and you just know you're looking for the Medicare Advantage plan. Now it'll strip it all the way down for you so you know what plans are what. Okay. Medications. You add it. You can show the generics. Generic option. Add. Add. You'll notice here, it's telling me that my current pharmacy that we are so far ordering for is Walmart. Walmart is 3 blocks to the west of me. Got it. Shows you also your client's medications. Yes, this does save your client's medications for you year in and year out on their profile. So when you go in there the following year, you can edit, take away, add. You can do everything you need to do with their medications rather than having to redo everything. Okay. If it's someone that's over 65, you can enter the current plan name that they may be on. So you can compare what you're looking at versus what they're already on. And you can also change your pharmacies. Okay. So like for prime example, Hy-Vee Pharmacy. This is this is 5 blocks east of me. So you can also change out the pharmacy that your clients may want to go to, and it'll formulate your plans accordingly. Come to their health. What is the amount that they go to the doctor? This is probably the #1 thing to go. Okay. Update. Now it shows me the specific plans that are in that area. Now we want to know who the doctors are. So my area, these are all my nearby cities and towns. Omaha, I want to look for Mrs. Smith, Mr. Smith, whoever it may be. Oh, what address? Yep, this is the address of the clinic I go to with him. Maybe you want to look for, oh, you got to make sure, and say I always screw that up. That's one of the new features here. Click on Omaha. Now you're looking for doctors in Omaha, Nebraska. Continue. Which one? Oh, yep. This is the doctor I want to see. Okay. Here are your doctors. Now it'll tell you out of the plans we had, what doctors accept what plans. Okay. Now, as you can see here, due to my drugs, it really shaved down the amount of plans that the client is able to go, that we're going to be able to take him to. That's all part of it. Okay, as you guys know, and it starts to filter this out. You can also do plan benefits. Understand over here, you have your plan costs, and then you can do some of the highlights of what the plan benefits are. Okay. Now, when you get to this point and you have filled out all of these different forms, okay, this is where you'll find the enroll button. Mine does not, because this is a dummy account, so we can use it for all the different areas that we specifically have agents, but now you'll find the enroll button. So Jesse Gabriel, that's who I want. AARP's PPO choice plan, very popular plan across the entire nation. This is exactly what I want, but I want to compare it. Well, maybe I need to flip up my doctor. Maybe it needs to be whoever it may be. This is where, and you guys get this as agents that have worked these plans, that's where you take it, okay? Now you can come in here and quote and enroll, okay? Now let's say, for the sake of argument, you need to save this. I have saved all this work that I'm doing with that client. Why? Because I don't know if my client, we're not ready to enroll today. You can do it in a multitude of ways. You can send them your personal URL. Send. You know, Alex, hey, I can't give you an answer right now. I need to come back to you. Or, you know, we're going through all this information right now, but I really want to see you face to face. Whatever it may be, for whatever the reason is you're not completing the enrollment right there. You can come on here. Oh, now you sent them your Pearl. My licensed agent, my email, my phone number. Compare the plans, because I want to look at them for myself. I want to know which ones to go with. Your clients can come on here. I type in the zip code of where we were looking. Now it gives your clients the step-by-step of what they need to do in order to complete the enrollment, to make sure they don't leave any spaces. If they do forget some information, it'll toggle them that they need to go back and get that information completed. Add your medications, add your health, add your doctors in case something has changed since last time we talked. Now here are the plans we were just looking at. All of the exact same plans we were just looking at. And now your client can self-enroll. You, the agent, will receive the full benefit, the full compensation from your client from them self-enrolling themselves. You can also come up here to your profile and you'll notice your Pearl. You can copy the link. Some of our agents embed this link directly on their website. Some of the agents use it on hand to send to the client as needed, whatever it may be. Now this is where they can come on there and self-enroll themselves and you get all the credit. The biggest questions I get are these two bars right here. Alex, that's not me. Alex, this isn't me. Well, it soon will be. As you'll notice here, it has my phone number and it tells you my hours of operation, okay? Soon, it will be able to have your name up here up at the top. You'll be able to put Alex Sieler, MedicareCompareUSA, my phone number, my email, and also my hours of operation. Another feature that is coming, and I'm told it's supposed to be here by the end of the second quarter, is you're going to be able to change out this logo here. So Medicare Planning of America, because we take this tool through Innovative Financial Group, as you can see here, Innovative Financial Partners LLC, it has to be their disclaimer, it has to be their logo. That is not an agency rule. That is a Sunfire matrix rule that they're becoming a little bit more loose leaf on. This will come at a cost. Sunfire is telling us that it will come at a cost, but you will be able to flip out this logo. So for some of you on here that are some of my agency owners, you will be able to put your own logo on here, and you will also be able to put this Pearl on your website for your clients to use. Coming back, you'll see all the information that is on here. You can put in, you can save your signature, right? You can draw it in there. I'm absolutely terrible at this, so don't ask me to do it in front of all of you. But you can put in your signature, and that's also what goes on the scopes from not only yours, it goes on your scope of appointments. It also, any of the other electronic credentialing you have to do for yourself out of here, that is the same signature that will be used, okay? You put your social, your national producer number, change those materials. One of the features I really like, and probably the biggest thing we're getting questions on, are these tools, Connecture, Sunfire, CSG, all of them that are out there that can do this. There is a delay. I will tell each of you, there is a delay, especially if you're a new agent to our company, for sometimes these carriers to send the ready to sell reports to the tools such as Sunfire, CSG, and Connecture. Sometimes there's a lag. You may have your ready to sell number, you may have your writing number, but these softwares have not received it yet. So when you're having confusion, maybe you go to the enroll tab and it's not there allowing you. You can come up here again. Remember, go to your profile, click on your, you will see your own self-generated report. Okay. Now don't let this confuse you because this is my profile, which is nationwide, but this will also tell you all the specific states you're licensed in, your carriers, and if you're reflecting ready to sell. You know, if me, Alex Sieler, I know I have a writing number active with Humana. I come on here and I look in Nebraska, that's where I'm at, lovely state, and I see yes, ready to sell, but it is not allowing me to do my enrollment. What you guys need to do is you need to put together, you either call me or you can put together yourself, just send me an email, the carrier that you're having issues with, what the writing number is, and tell me if you're reflecting yes or no in the ready to sell status. I will tell you on one-off cases, Sunfire Matrix is very quick to getting ahead of that. They're very quick to fix the issue and to make sure we get you back on the track that you need to be on. Okay. You can save it as a PDF so you can have it on your computer in the event that for whatever reason you may need to. Also, problems with your ready to sell, you can contact support. Now, my username is here. I am not showing as RTS with Humana. You hit submit. I'm not going to do that right now, but when you hit submit, it then goes to Sunfire Matrix. Sunfire Matrix then has to notify. It's a whole top of hierarchy thing, as many of you know, and it's just a lovely world of the broker space. Everything has to do with top of hierarchy down to the bottom of the hierarchy. Some of the carriers, those contacts, those support questions, Sunfire will reach out to me directly. Sometimes they go directly to IFG, but I will tell you, I don't think I have one scenario, unless it was sent to me, at 6 p.m. the night before, or whatever it may be. If you email me a situation or a problem that you're having with one of the carriers, I have yet to have it go more than the same day where they don't get it resolved. So again, if you're for some reason running into that issue, you need the enrollment done. That's a great opportunity for you to take advantage of the Pearl and just say, hey, I need to get with my carrier. I know I'm not quite sure what's going on because I am licensed to sell this carrier. We are going to put you on this plan. I'm going to send you my Pearl. This will have all your information pre-populated. Let me go to carrier, get my ready to sell status up and running so I can enroll you. I'll send it to you and you can self-enroll yourself so we don't have to meet to see one another or line up another meeting. We can just get you submitted. Something I will also tell each of you is you'll notice here my icons changed again. Okay. You can see your contacts. This acts as a CRM. It'll tell you the first and last name of your contact, their date of birth, email, phone number, disposition. Disposition is right up here. This is where you say this is a new applicant, a duplicate, deceased, ineligible. You guys see it. Okay. This will tell you what the disposition is. The actions tab will also tell you what is still left remaining on your client that you're trying to enroll. Okay. This is a good way to keep yourself organized. This is, if you will, like a CRM function this is a client relation manager tool for agents like yourselves to take advantage of. As well, when you hit submit, please know this will also be mirrored and reflected on the carrier's portals. Okay. If you just simply need to quote them again, Alex, that's not the plan for me. I need something, but I want to go with somebody else. Then you can come back in here and basically start all over again. Okay. Scope of appointments. Again, you can come down here. I'm not quite sure why they use 2 quotation marks. In my opinion, that means chatter, right? Someone's talking back and forth with me, but that's okay. But this will be where you find your scope of appointments. Also reporting. This is also a CRM function. Tells you their enrollment codes, first name, last name, the carrier, the status by the carrier, date, time, and action that is needed to take place. Okay. Another thing I will tell each of you that a lot of agents are starting to take advantage of. Down here, this FAQ, I really like this because it opens up another tab. And you can actually go through all the different little pieces from A to Z to use the enrollment tool. So if you're having an issue, but you really don't want to pick up the phone and call me, wait for Sunfire, anything of that nature, I highly suggest you use these because some of them are in little videos, as you can tell, or little explanations. And it'll tell you the most recent time since maybe a function has changed. It's been 9 months since they changed the enrollment video. And you'll see it there so you can kind of tell where we're all at. C-SNPs. It'll tell you how to quote the C-SNPs and where to find them. Enrollment. It'll show you a video front to back on the enrollment with Sunfire Matrix. Another question I've been asked, and it's, you know, it's not a fun one to answer, but I will answer it. Alex, I need to leave MedicareCompareUSA for whatever multitude of reasons may happen, right? But we need to part ways with our relationship with you. What happens to my information? Well, there's a multitude of things. One, all of this information can be downloaded, okay, on the PDF format. All of it can be downloaded. You can also upload, you can download, you can take off all of this information. If you go to another company with Sunfire Matrix, you can upload that information right back to their Sunfire Matrix. Let's say you go to a company that has a completely different tool, or you want to utilize one of your own tools. Again, all of this information is very user-friendly with transitioning, and you can roll all of that information, whatever tool you may be using. So no, we do not capture your information. It is stored, but when you are no longer as a ready-to-sell agent within our company, for whatever reason, if you moved on, retired, sold your book, whatever it may be, we only have the information for as long as you are with us. Again, the same tabs that are over here on the side, it's the same things up here, okay? Just quick links. Notifications. You'll see the scope that we signed today. Tells me right here in the notification, sign today. You can go to it at success. It'll tell you if it was a fail or not. You can save it as a PDF for your own records. I highly recommend doing that. I personally use a MacBook for my personal production. I put all my stuff on the iCloud. I have all this stuff shared, saved, okay? And it'll tell you other notifications of things that need to be done with the enrollments. Now, contacts. For whatever reason, and I cannot answer this, but for whatever reason, they've eliminated the functionality for you to be able to. So as you see, I have 3 Anna Sanchez's, 2 Alex's, now 2 different tests. And before they made their updates, I could go in here and there was a delete contact button. That is no longer there. Why? I am not sure. But what you can do is a multitude of things. You can label it as a duplicate, hit save, and it'll tell you this is a duplicate record, so you don't have to mess with it anymore. Or what I'm told is it'll now fall off after the 30-day mark. We're going to look to see if that's what happens. Some of these have been open for close to that. And by the next time we do my next training, we'll see if all of my duplicates are gone. Another thing are agent support information, messages that may be coming through. Okay, you'll notice here for agent support called admin@teamifg.com. You can contact our folks over at IFG. IFG is simply there, just so you all know, they really don't work with our agents in the sense of selling. They more work with our agents in the sense of they help us with some of our back office overflow, and then we have some marketing interests that benefit one another. They will help you with the admin@teamifg, and just know they will also, while they're supporting you, they will talk to me directly or talk to our team directly so that way we can support you as well. But just for all my agency owners that are on here, please know that your agents will see the same thing that we do, okay? And these are the same steps that they have to take. And that's it for right now. I mean, this is really about it. It's actually very cut and dry. It's very easy to use. There's just a lot of moving pieces. It's like I say about the Medicare market. The Medicare market is not overly difficult. It's just staying organized on a everything. There's a lot of moving pieces in our industry. Same thing here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop and open it up for any questions that anybody may have.